All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. It is, I know it's still summer, but it's never too early to start thinking deer season. So we're back. We're gonna get things going. I'm out here today. I've got a fun little thing that I've got going on this year. Last year was kind of goofy. We didn't, wasn't a great year for us, especially filming wise. So we didn't get a lot of videos put out, and just not a lot to add to anything. So just kind of an off year, but I decided I wanted to try something different this year. I want to kind of take you through the whole journey. I'm just one of those, I'm a low budget hunter too, just like the rest of you guys, or a lot of you guys. So I don't spend a whole lot of money on hunting, and if I do, I save it up, or I use any kind of like gifts or presents or something like that for Christmas and birthdays. That's what I ask for, is stuff so I can do my hunting, food plots, and all that kind of stuff. So I do what I can, and so I want to just kind of walk you through that this year and just share that with you, how I kind of go about things, doing the low budget side of things and trying to keep it as cheap as possible, but yet enjoy my hunting to the best of my ability. So I know that I have a couple of blessings that some people don't have, like this year. I have access to my grandma's old farm out in Muskegon area, and so it's 40 acres of property that not a lot of people get access to, property like that, or private property. So it's definitely a blessing, and I want to take advantage of that. So most of that stuff, I know that's one thing that most people don't get, but I want to take advantage of it. So this is a family farm that we grew up hunting when I was a kid, and we've had some great memories out here, but we haven't hunted it in several years, and it's been lightly hunted in those years. I mean, I think it's been 12 years since we've seriously hunted this thing. But it's kind of lightly been hunted here and there by a couple other people, but nothing too serious. So I think it's time we get back out here and try some things. So I got a couple spots that I want to look at. I know it's going to be goofy. I know a lot of it, my mentality is weird, but I promise I'll try to walk you through it. And it's only weird if it doesn't work, and it's only stupid if it doesn't work. So I guess you never know until you try. So what we're going to do is, I've got a food plot that I'm going to be putting in. It's actually right out of the backyard, but there's a lot of tall shrubbery that's kind of in the way, so it blocks the house a little bit. And I mean, really, it's only my grandma that's here, so there's not a lot of activity, so deer feel comfortable walking through here. I've got pines that are over here, so a lot of good bedding, and it walks along this pasture behind me, and that goes back out. There's corn across the road, so there's a nice travel way between some bedding and some food. There's always deer tracks back in here before. Over this way, we saw tons of rubs up on these trees. So we're gonna try to, there's rub line, there's tracks everywhere back here, trails, we got apple trees, we're gonna put a food plot. So it's kind of like one of those things, like, why not? All the food's here, travel way's here, so we're gonna take advantage of it. So I know that's a little bit long, but I'll show you. We'll get things going, and we'll have some fun with it. So I got my son with me today. He's gonna be out here riding on a tractor. He's gonna be helping me out, my big buck hunter. So my other son couldn't make it, but he's with us. He's out fishing with his grandpa today. But family affair, we're gonna make it happen. And I also got another little buddy with me today too. So let's get her done. I'll show you guys some things, and we'll get some work done. All right, so here we go. Here's the food plot after. This is kind of what we came up with. We got an apple tree right here. We got apple trees right over here. I cleared a little spot for a ground blind over there. And this is what it looks like. It's not very big. I would say it's probably a quarter of an acre, if that. It's small. It's just a little, I guess you could call it a kill plot. But all these trees back in here is where they like to rub. On the other side, it's super thick out in the pasture area. There's natural travel ways that come across the back over here. So I know they like to, there's pines over there, walk this back edge and off that way. There's a pond over there, and there's stuff over that way. We will end up setting another food plot out in this pasture over here, but for now this is another one of the spots that I've always wanted to try. It's silly because it's actually close to the house. I mean, the house is probably only 50 yards away, 60 yards away, but we got a lot of thick stuff that covers everything. So and it's just a nice travel way, so if I can get them something to stop and look at, that's kind of our plan. Like I said, apple tree right here. There's just apple trees everywhere, pine trees, there's food, good cover so they can move freely, and then that way we can hopefully get them to stop for a second, just long enough to get a shot off. That's kind of the game plan. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go out and hang a trail camera. So off the back edge of this food plot right here, what we're gonna do, I've made a path so we can go from the bed, or that bedding pine area over there, come along this back edge, and we can work down out to the pasture. And I created a little path that walks along this field edge right over here. And so we're gonna try to set up a camera right down in here so that we can maybe catch something that's traveling back and through. So what I'm looking at doing, I'm going to set it up right on this tree here. I know it's kind of a goofy spot, but I know they like to travel down this, right down through here. And it looks like they come right out through here and work their way off along this backside. Like I said, our food plot is just up on top of this little hill over here, probably only 50 yards away from this spot. So we're going to see if we can catch some movement going this way and some movement going this way. Just to get an idea of what kind of deer are in the area. All right, everybody, it's food plot day. Today, or a month ago, we came out here and we did a little bit of prep, trying to get one of our food plots ready. Today, we're gonna do a lot more work. We got some tilling to do, we got some clearing to do, we got some ground blinds to set up, we got some seed to throw in the ground, everything. So today's the day. We're getting out there. It's supposed to rain today, so we're gonna be working in the rain. I've got Caden with me, I got Jonathan with me, I got my dad with me. We got a whole crew out here and we're gonna make this thing work. So we're gonna hopefully get some seed in the ground. If it's raining, it's raining. It's just the day we picked, and it'll actually benefit us a little bit. So we're gonna get it out there, and hopefully this helps us bring in those deer and get us some shots this year. So let's get going.